You have tried distracting yourself, thinking positively, and staying busy. Yet your mind keeps returning to the same worries. The moment one question quiets down, another appears and demands an answer you cannot fully give. You replay conversations, predict possible mistakes, and search for certainty long after the moment has already passed. The harder you try to stop thinking, the louder and more urgent those thoughts can become. That does not mean you are failing, weak, or missing some secret mental discipline. It may simply mean you have been trying to solve the wrong part of the problem. Overthinking is rarely just a thinking problem, even though it seems to happen entirely inside your mind. The real fix begins when you understand what your thoughts are actually trying to protect you from. You are not choosing these loops because you enjoy feeling exhausted, tense, or disconnected from your life. Your mind is not trying to ruin your peace or make simple decisions feel unnecessarily difficult. It is often trying to prevent rejection, regret, embarrassment, disappointment, or another painful surprise. At some point, thinking ahead may have helped you feel prepared, careful, or emotionally safer. Your brain learned that more analysis might reduce danger, even when real certainty was impossible. So it keeps scanning, reviewing, and predicting because those habits once felt useful or protective. This pattern is not proof that something is deeply wrong with who you are. It is a protective strategy that became too active, too automatic, and too difficult to switch off. Imagine a smoke alarm that reacts to kitchen steam as if the entire house were burning. The alarm is not evil or broken. It is simply responding more strongly than the situation requires. Overthinking works similarly by treating uncertainty like a threat that must be solved immediately. Your brain believes one more thought, review, or prediction might finally create complete safety. But many life questions do not offer perfect answers, especially questions about relationships, mistakes, and the future. Because certainty never arrives, the mind keeps checking and assumes the danger must still be present. Each new round of analysis briefly feels productive, even when it only repeats the same information. That temporary feeling of control is what makes the cycle so convincing and difficult to leave. Trying to force thoughts away often creates another struggle your nervous system must now manage. When you demand silence from your mind, every returning thought can feel like another personal failure. Arguing with each fear also keeps your attention locked inside the same exhausting conversation. Seeking reassurance may bring quick relief, but the relief usually disappears when doubt returns. Then your brain asks for more checking, more opinions, and more proof before allowing you to relax. Constant distraction can help temporarily, but it does not teach your body that uncertainty is survivable. Even positive thinking can become pressure when you use it to erase every uncomfortable possibility. The problem is not that these tools are useless, they are often aimed at the wrong moment. You are trying to solve an alarmed body by giving an alarmed mind even more work. You may notice the loop while rereading a simple message before finally pressing the send button. You might replay one awkward sentence while forgetting everything else that went well in the conversation. At night, your body feels tired while your mind continues holding meetings about tomorrow. You may ask several people for advice, then still question every answer they give you. Small decisions can feel unusually heavy because each option seems connected to a possible future regret. You might delay starting because choosing one direction means letting go of every other possibility. Your shoulders stay tense, your breathing becomes shallow, and rest feels strangely difficult to accept. Even during happy moments, part of your attention may be preparing for something to go wrong. Which of these signs feels most familiar in your daily life right now, and why? The goal is not to empty your mind or prevent every anxious thought from appearing. It is not about becoming perfectly calm, endlessly confident, or certain about every decision. Real progress means recognizing the loop sooner and spending much less time feeding it. You can have an uncomfortable thought without treating it like an emergency that needs immediate action. You can feel uncertainty without demanding that your mind solve the entire future tonight. Calm is not the absence of mental noise. It is your ability to return gently. It is not about becoming perfect. It is about learning how to gently return. The first real fix is calming the alarm before trying to solve the thought. Begin by noticing where your body is making contact with the floor or chair. Let your jaw soften, lower your shoulders, and allow your hands to become less tense. Now breathe normally, while making each exhale slightly slower and longer than the inhale. You do not need a dramatic breathing technique or an absolutely peaceful surrounding environment. Simply look around and name 3 ordinary things that tell your brain where you are. Then remind yourself, right now, I am safe enough to pause before deciding anything. This small pause reduces urgency, which helps your thinking become clearer and less reactive. Do not expect every thought to disappear. Notice whether the intensity drops by even 5%. That tiny reduction is enough to create space between the alarm and your next response. The second fix is naming the loop instead of automatically entering every thought it creates. Say quietly, "My mind is searching for certainty because uncertainty feels uncomfortable right now." Or simply notice, "This is an overthinking loop, not a command I must obey." Naming the pattern helps you observe the thought without becoming completely absorbed inside it. You are not saying the concern is ridiculous, meaningless, or completely impossible to understand. You are only recognizing that repeated analysis is no longer giving you new information. Try using the phrase, "I notice my brain is predicting the worst possible outcome." This language creates healthy distance without forcing you to deny what you genuinely feel. Your thought can remain present while you choose not to continue the mental argument. With practice, you learn that noticing a thought does not require solving it immediately. The third real fix is choosing one small action before perfect certainty has arrived. Ask yourself, what is one useful step I can take with what I know now? Send the clear message instead of rewriting it until every possible misunderstanding feels impossible. Work for 10 minutes instead of planning the perfect way to complete the entire project. Choose a reasonable option, write down your decision, and stop reopening it without new information. Small action teaches your brain that you can respond even while uncertainty remains present. Confidence often appears after forward movement, not before you take the first uncomfortable step. Your goal is not the perfect choice. It is a workable choice you can adjust later. Each small action becomes evidence that uncertainty does not remove your ability to cope. If this practice feels helpful, tap like so more people can discover it too. When overthinking begins again, remember these 3 simple, gentle steps. Settle, name, and move. First, settle your body enough to reduce the feeling that something must happen immediately. Second, name the loop so the thought becomes an experience, not an unquestioned truth. Third, move toward one small action that supports the life you are living now. You can remember it this way. Settle your body, name the loop, take one step. Use the process during difficult conversations, late-night worry, decision-making, or moments of self-doubt. The steps are simple, but their power comes from practicing them in ordinary moments. One practice will not erase a pattern your brain has repeated for many years. Some days, you will notice the loop quickly. Other days, it may carry you much farther. Progress might mean recovering 10 minutes sooner, even when the thoughts still feel uncomfortable. It might mean asking for reassurance once instead of repeating the same question all evening. Small changes gradually become new experiences your nervous system can learn from over time. Every gentle return teaches your body that calm is still available, even after difficult moments. What does your mind overthink most? Conversations, decisions, past mistakes, or the uncertain future? Share your answer in the comments, because someone else may feel less alone reading it. Thank you for staying with me and watching this video all the way to the end. Your attention matters, and I hope one gentle idea supports you when the next loop begins. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more simple practices that support a calmer, steadier mind. Take care of yourself, and I will see you again in the next video.